So now that we're finally here in Mexico, there's a few things that you need to look out for throughout the rest of this trip. I'm gonna wear the exact same clothes the whole entire time, and I'm not gonna take a shower because my mother didn't raise a quitter, but she did raise a kid who doesn't shower. I'm thinking by the end of the trip that I will be still smelling good and that people will come up and say, wow, you haven't showered this whole time and you smell like a petunia. My roommate Chad, Chad seems kind of like a serious guy, but believe it or not, he's a little crazy. Dude, that's amazing, Chad.
I'm coming on this trip because I've never been to another country before, I've never been to the ocean, and I never flown until yesterday. This is my first time and I'm really excited. It was good, I didn't get sick until the landing in Mexico. Then I almost threw up my lunch.
If you get lost, ask for the cathedral, the catedral, okay? And that's what that great big building is right in front of us.
Traffic's crazy.
It's really good.
Traffic
It's
is
so much fun.
I want tacos.
I'm hungry too.
I'm ready for food. You guys ready for food?
Yeah.
Let's do it. Let's go get some food.
So our teachers gave us money and told us to go buy food, but none of us know Spanish, so we don't know what we're doing.
The real problem we have is we've got 39 people and only 4 speak Spanish.
We know quite a bit of Spanish. For example, un bolígrafo, un lápiz, un mi casa, señor, mi pe favor. I watched E.T. the other day in Spanish, and E.T. said, este teléfono mi casa. La torta brava. That's where we're getting our Mexican meal of tacos today. Doesn't that look scrumptious? Ooh, check that out.
Everything looks expensive, but if something's $28, it's really $2.40. We can eat anything.
So we were bumping into a whole lot of people on the main street, and so we decided that we got our word for the day, which is disculpeme, which means sorry. So basically, if I bump into somebody, I'll be like, oh, disculpame.
Disculpame. Disculpame.
Also, we've got some horchata, which pretty much tastes like Cinnamon Toast Crunch milk after you've eaten the Cinnamon Toast Crunch. It's really hard because I'm in this entire world and I don't speak their language. And then somebody will come up to me and start speaking to me in Spanish, and I'll be like, I don't know what you're saying. And they'll be like, and all of a sudden I feel like the stupid kid. Like you can say, where's El Baño? But once they tell you where it is, you don't know what they're saying. Like from back home when I was like, hey, why don't you speak English? You're in our country. Now I'm in their country. Everybody even looks different. If I needed to scream help, nobody would know what I was talking about. It's almost 8 o'clock and we're lost. We don't know where we are. We're somewhere in Mexico City and that's all we know. Okay, as stated previously, we're currently in Mexico City and it's the dirtiest place I've ever been. There's trash everywhere, dogs roaming around the streets, a little kid peeing in the streets, and not to mention mother's breastfeeding.
You can't beat them, join them.
Oh my gosh, you just littered. You just threw it on the ground.
I'm just kidding, can you delete that?
Dude, now you're part of Mexico. I have no idea what she said. No idea. And that's the fun of Mexico, you know? You don't know what people are saying.
Women have good sense of direction and men don't, so...
We've been lost for over an hour now and we don't know where we're going, so we're going inside one of the Catholic churches to pray, try to find a way home.
We actually got a little turned around as we were looking for our hostel to go back to our sleeping place. And so we hopped on this little bus here, paid 24 pesos, and we're on our way back.
It's raining.
We're still lost. It is raining. We got onto a bus, almost got hit by a bus.
We're probably the most retarded Americans.
Let's see, guys, I see it. It's the Virgin Mary. I've never been so excited to see the Virgin Mary ever before in my life. It's still raining. We're lost in Mexico. We thought we found our way because we saw the Virgin Mary, but we didn't. It's growing close to 10 o'clock. We're supposed to be back by 8.
They're
hailing a taxi for us.
We're all just highly ridiculous. You guys
You know what? It's not cool that we're lost in the middle of Mexico and we don't know where we are and we don't know what the language is, so we can't even ask for directions. No, this is actually quite serious. Do you realize that we're missing a whole bunch of other things that we could be doing right now? Oh, but we're having a good time. No, we're lost. We're lost.
I like this.
Gracias.
He's gonna take us to the Zocalo, this guy. They're taking down his plates and his number, and so that if anything happens, they can track him down.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that's what Pete says. According to me, I think we just got shoved into a van with no seats and no windows.
Get home in safety.
We ran into more complications. The driver doesn't actually know which church we're actually going to. Stuck in a van with no windows.
Sister Moen. Brother Palmer.
Oh, and my favorite part is when they started singing "I'm a Child of God" in the car, as if that would help things. We're here. We found it. We found it. And that creepy old bus driver, who we thought was really questionable, he didn't even charge us for the ride. So, you know, that's prejudice for you.
The police officers were such help, and that this guy actually brought us home for free. Because everything I heard about DF is like the police rob you and people just randomly pick you up and kill you and drop you off.
We just pretty much got held up by this guy. He said he had a gun. What happened? Yeah, so I was in the 7-Eleven and this guy comes up to me and Marissa, and then he starts saying Spanish stuff, and I'm like, me no habla español, because I don't know what he's talking about. I don't know, so finally he stops and he's like, gun, 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 gun. The serious look, the Spirit of the Lord left the room. Sister Moen, I need help, because obviously I can beat this guy up, but if he's got a gun and I don't know what he's saying, then maybe we need somebody to interpret. And then she just says, leave. Everybody leave now. So I was like, girls, huddle up. Girls, huddle up, let's get out of here.
No, he just said he's a straight guy living off the street, and then he wanted money. And then that's when he said, oh, I have to eat off garbage, and I have a gun right now, and I have this, because this is what I have to do to live.
I was like, hey, Sister Moen, do you need me to stay here with you? Because if needed, I mean, I could definitely take this guy.
I said, be careful. I don't know. Whatever, I give him money.